In the beginning of this story, we see a family that is newly shifted from China to Canada. There are only two people, a husband and a wife. They have no survivors. Now we see the lady who is in China. A famous dish called bao is being made by her. Then she brings it to her husband and is impressed by it, because of which he quickly eats some bao and goes to the office. Then the lady herself. She sits down and starts to eat the bao, but suddenly she feels something and she takes the bao back out of her mouth, but then she is surprised to see the bao, because the bao has come to life just like humans. It happens that he starts to cry, which makes the lady close to him and starts petting him, which also makes him happy, and the lady also falls in love with him. Because of this, she makes him her son and starts loving him very much. K of the shape of as he is made of flour, she takes him to the park, plays with him and takes him with her even when she goes to the market. H is not growing, so she takes him to exercise in the park and also asks him to do yoga. One day, because of the children playing in the park, Bao gets a hair loss, which causes him to lose his hair. The look goes bad, which kills the lady, and she rushes to board the train to bring him home, but in all of this Bao gets angry with her. The lady also gives him her favorite cake. But he doesn't eat and sits down in anger, which makes the lady sad too. After that day, the lady starts caring about Bao more than before and forbids him to be full, but now Bao he has completely changed. He does not remain a good person and becomes bad. He goes full, despite the lady's prohibition, and then starts doing this every day, because of which his mother is very worried about him. One day he made Bao happy to do this. She cooks all the food that Bao likes and starts waiting for Bao, but he doesn't come, which breaks her heart, and she gets angry and eats all the food by herself, and then the bell rings, and she angrily opens the door and sees Bao, who is overjoyed, accompanied by a girl who shows a ring on her hand indicating that she and Bao are married. Mother's heart breaks that I loved her so much and she got married without telling me. Bao comes to collect his stuff and starts to leave with his wife, but his mother stops him, but he doesn't, which makes the lady angry and eats Bao, but later gets very sad that by doing this, she lost her son. She is very sad and sad. Even her husband does not understand what has happened to her. In fact, Bao is only the imagination of the lady who felt only for him, but in reality he has a son who left him, because of which he thinks of Bao as his son. Then we see her servants push a boy into her room who is none other than her son. She gets angry and lies down facing the other side, but her son apologizes to her a lot and brings with him the cakes he likes and tries to convince his mother, so his mother forgives him and they both get emotional and start eating the cake. Further, we see that their whole family is sitting together and that lady is learning to make them all Bao. This story teaches us that we should never leave our parents and treat them with love. Please don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel Recap Queen. Thanks.